Hey everyone, it's Jeff Fisher of High School Football America, and today is June the 27th, 2023, and this is the High School Football America podcast. It's brought to you by GameStrat, America's premier sideline instant replay system with outstanding reliability, faster speed than Huddle Sideline, plus GameStrat has awesome customer service along with different plans priced right for every coach's budget. And if you do what so many of the coaches around the country are doing, mention High School Football America when you get your demo with GameStrat. They'll give you a friends and family discount. That's right, some money off on the bill, and everybody can use a little extra money these days. To get that demo, go to GameStrat.com or click on the GameStrat banner ad that's located on every page of HighSchoolFootballAmerica.com. Well, it's like Christmas in June, at least for high school football fans. Today, at noontime, we dropped the 2023 Preseason High School Football America 300 national rankings powered by NFL Play Football. And 23 starts kind of the way 22 ended, with Mater Dei and St. John Bosco battling for High School Football America's national championship. Now, we've got a long way to go, folks, right? We won't close the curtain on the 23 season until just before Christmas in Texas. But for now, at least, the two teams that battled it out in 2022 start the year right at the top of the rankings that are created with our proprietary algorithm system. This is year 11 that we've used our algorithm, and I guess this is year 2 that we've done a top 300. So we'll just dive right into things. Mater Dei sits at number 1, just a skinch in front of St. John Bosco. Bosco won its second national title last year. They won one in 2019. They beat Mater Dei in the Rose Bowl Thanksgiving weekend for the CIF Southern Section Division I Championship. That was after Mater Dei beat Bosco during the regular season for the Trinity Crown. And Mater Dei, which has won 3 crowns, national crowns, 17, 18, and 21. Well, they were preseason number 1 last year, and they held that spot right up until that loss in the Rose Bowl. So they're in that spot again. And for those of you that don't know much about, you're listening from a small place in the country, I would even think you might know about Mater Dei and St. John Bosco, regulars at the top of all the national ranking services. And we look for big things this year. Both teams, once again, they're going to have terrific non-league schedules with a lot of out-of-state opponents. For example, how are we going to know what the national championship chase looks like in September? Well, it's quite easy because each team will play the number 3 team in the preseason rankings. Mater Dei on the 22nd of September will travel to Baltimore, Maryland to take on number 3 St. Francis Academy. And before that, on September the 8th in Bellflower, California, the Braves of Bosco, well, they will take on SFA. So that will go a long way toward deciding where this national championship chase is going. Both teams will also play the Hawaii Open Division champ, Kahuku. Strength of schedule, which comes into play here in the national rankings, not so great for Kahuku once they get back into the state, but before that, they always challenge some of the bigger teams in the nation, and the Red Raiders this year will play both Mater Dei and Bosco. On the 8th, Mater Dei will host the Red Raiders in Southern California, and Mater Dei will travel to, let's fix that up. Mater Dei will host the Red Raiders. Bosco will travel to Hawaii for a September the 16th game. Both teams' 10-game regular season schedule just packed with teams that are in the preseason 300. Mater Dei features 9 teams that start the season ranked in the top 300. Bosco's regular season schedule highlighted by 8 teams in the HSFA 300 powered by NFL Play Football. And everybody is circling October the 13th. That will be what's probably the first of 2 meetings in 2023 between Mater Dei and St. John Bosco. The regular season game in the Trinity League, that will be played in Bellflower, so that means the Braves of Bosco get the home field advantage during the regular season. And then, of course, if they make it to the playoffs in Division I, which most people say it's going to happen, and they meet there, that's going to be on a neutral field. So go to highschoolfootballamerica.com to see the entire top 300. We're not going to read the 300 names to you here. We encourage you to go to that. We will take a look at the top 25. California overall, they had 31 teams. They have 31 teams in the HSFA 300. Leading the way, though, is Florida. They're dominating the top 300. I think it's dominating when you consider that they have 43 teams in all in the preseason rankings. 7 of those teams are in the top 25. Leading the way, IMG Academy out of Bradenton, number 5, followed by St. Thomas Aquinas at number 6, Miami Central at number 9, Miami's Columbus High is at number 12, Chaminade Madonna at number 14, American Heritage from Plantation at 16, and Cardinal Gibbons at number 24. Aquinas Central, Chaminade Madonna, and Gibbons all won state titles last year. Texas has the second most teams in the preseason 300, led by defending 6A Division I champ Duncanville at number 9. Buford at number 7 leads a contingent of 32 teams from Georgia. And overall, 29 states plus the District of Columbia are represented in our preseason rankings that are powered by NFL Play Football. If you go to highschoolfootballamerica.com, and remember, we are free. There's not a lot of moving ads on the screen. There's not pop-ups. I mean, you can just go and get your high school football news by going to highschoolfootballamerica.com. So why don't we take a look at the top 25, and then you can go check out the remaining 275 teams by going to our website. Again, Mater Dei number 1, 12-1. Last year, the only loss to Bosco. They finished 2022 at number 4. The national champs, Bosco, sit at number 2, 13-1 last year. Again, they finished the season as our national champs. And I think the only thing that, and here I should say this, I probably should have said it at the top because we always get this. It's a preseason poll, folks. The algorithm is designed to judge what's going on the field. Until the games start being played, nothing matters. This is for you guys, the fans. And, for the most part, over the last 3 or 4 years, y'all have been pretty cool about everything and not hitting us up too much on Twitter or Instagram or Facebook complaining about things, and probably a good time to jump off. Let you know, you can follow us on Twitter at HSFB America, and our handles on Instagram and on Facebook are High School Football America. So let's dive back into the rankings. We already mentioned the number 3 team is from Maryland, St. Francis Academy. They were 8-1 last year, finishing number 7 in the national rankings. Only lost to IMG. Some people complained about that because IMG beat St. Francis, but actually finished right behind him because St. Francis plays such a tough national schedule. So does IMG. But last year, it was just a tougher strength of schedule for the Panthers from St. Francis Academy. Gorman, after finishing number 5 last year, Bishop Gorman out of Nevada, starts the season at number 4. Obviously, Nevada not the toughest state in the world to get through. There's Liberty out there. They're pretty good. But Bishop Gorman plays itself one of those tough out-of-state schedules, and that keeps the Gales always somewhere near the top, especially if they run the table like they did last year. IMG, number 5, out of Florida, 8-1 last year. They finished number 8 in the national rankings last year. Defending champ St. Thomas Aquinas out of Florida, number 6. Perfect, 14-0 on the way to a 7A championship last year. They finished number 4 overall. We mentioned Buford from Georgia, upset in the second round of the 7A playoffs last year by Walton, and the Wolves had their sights set on a national championship. They were sitting at number, I think 2 or 3, I can't remember, before that loss occurred in the second round of the playoffs. They finished the year ranked number 32 in the High School Football America 300. Duncanville sits at number 8. I think I may have said earlier that Duncanville was at number 9. Duncanville, the Panthers from Texas, at number 8, 15-0 last year on the way to a championship, finishing number 6 in the nation. Miami Central, some saying the Rockets should have won. the national title last year, but the algorithm said they missed it by a hair. Rockets number 9 coming into 2023. They finished number 2 overall in the national rankings, a perfect 14-0. St. Joseph's Prep out of Pennsylvania, 12-1. State champs in 6A in Pennsylvania, finished the year number 19. They start this year at number 10. And then we've got Dutch Fork from South Carolina, number 11, followed by Columbus from Miami, Florida, at number 12. Last year, Dutch Fork was 17 at the end of the year. Columbus finished number 20. A lot of the teams that finish in the top 25 are making preseason starts in the top 25 this year. Ohio's Division I champ, St. Edward, they were 15-1, finished number 12. They start number 13 this year. Chaminade Madonna from Florida starts 14. They were 9 last year after winning their state championship. Thompson out of Alabama is number 15, finished number 36 after winning their 4th straight Alabama 7A state championship. We mentioned American Heritage from Plantation in Florida. Finished number 11 last year. They start this year at 16, starting at 17. North Shore out of Texas, the powerful team from the Houston area, 15-1. They finished number 10 last year. Colquitt County out of Georgia, 13-1, 28 when all was said and done in 2022. They start the year at number 18. Out of the very, very tough Washington Catholic Athletic Conference comes St. John's College High School out of Washington, D.C., number 19 in the preseason poll. They finished number 47 after winning their 2nd straight WCAC title last year with an 8-4 record. Back-to-back titles for Bergen Catholic out of Jersey, 11-1. They start at number 20. They finished number 21 last year. DeSoto, a state champ in Texas last year, starts at 21. They finished number 15 last year. Always tough out of Southern California, going a little inland to get Corona Centennial. The Huskies 9-2 last year, finishing number 30. They start 22. Defending champ in Tennessee, Lipscomb Academy without Trent Dilfer. They finished last year 13. They start number 23 this year. Perfect 13-0 last year. Cardinal Gibbons from Florida, state champ there, 11-2 last year. Finished number 25. They start at 24. And Atlanta's Langston Hughes, 15-0, a 6A champ last year. They start the season at number 25. They were ranked number 14 last year. So there you have it. The top 25. You can get the entire High School Football America 300 very simply by going to highschoolfootballamerica.com. We also have all of the schedules from last year's top 300 teams, which means most of the teams from this year that are in there. You can check it all out by going to highschoolfootballamerica.com. The High School Football America podcast is brought to you by the people that sponsor the High School Football America 300, which is NFL Play Football. Just go to playfootball.nfl.com for some great resources, coaches, to help you improve in the coaching profession. I'm Jeff Fisher of High School Football America, and you've been listening to the High School Football America podcast.